Does my book really need a blurb? Let's find out. Hey Raiders, it's me, Cheyenne Cleveland. Thanks for joining me along on my self-publishing journey where I will give you answers to the questions that I've already asked. Today we're going to be talking about building the perfect book blurb for your story. And I'm going to give you the do's and don'ts of writing a blurb. So grab a pen, grab a pencil, open up that notes app, and let's get started. First things first, what is a blurb? It's not a summary of your story, it's a teaser for your book. Think of it like the trailer to your movie, and your story absolutely needs one. Even if you don't plan on putting one on the back cover of your book, which I highly suggest that you do, you're going to need a solid book description at some point. If you're self-publishing, like me, having a solid book blurb will come in handy when you're doing your online marketing. And if you're traditionally publishing, you're going to want an eye-catching blurb to squeeze into all of those query letters you'll be sending. See? We've already learned that an attention-grabbing blurb serves more than one purpose. And taking the time to craft a really good one, totally worth it. Okay, let's talk a little bit about what it takes to make a really good blurb. You know, the kind that has readers immediately thumbing through the pages of your book. But in order to talk about what makes a really good blurb, we're going to have to discuss what not to do. The first thing you're going to want to avoid is generic cliches, especially for your opening line. Skip the yawn fest openings like, "In a world where," or "long, long ago," and open with a striking statement, a question, or a bold claim. Throw your readers into the action right away. You want those first few words leaving those potential readers wanting more, needing to know what happens next. If you're on any kind of social media, chances are you've heard someone somewhere talk about having a good visual hook. Well, the same is true for your book blurb. Your opening line needs to reel readers in, not cause them to roll their eyes. Here are some cliche statements to avoid. Everything changes when. Nothing will ever be the same. It all started. Before it's too late. Only one person can save them all. You get the point. All right, the next thing you're going to want to avoid is backstory dumps. The book blurb is not the place to set up your story with world-building history. It's to tease potential readers about what will happen in your book. Also, be sure to limit invented terms, politics, or magic system explanations in your blurb. You want readers to lean into your world, not give up before they even start the book because they're too confused trying to understand the terminology in your blurb. This leads me to my next point. The third thing you'll want to avoid is spoilers. I'm just going to remind you again. The book blurb is not a summary of your story, it's a teaser. Back to my movie trailer comparison. Have you ever watched a trailer to a movie and thought that the film looked amazing, but when you actually went to watch the movie, you realized that all of the important moments, all of the best moments were in the trailer? No? Just me? Well, it's happened to me before. And the entire film fell flat to my expectations because I was already familiar with the best parts of the movie. It was really disappointing. Don't do that with your blurb. Don't give away the best parts of your plot. And please don't talk about any conflict resolution. If your readers already know how the story ends, they're not going to waste time reading your book. Never reveal the ending or the final twist. Ever. The fourth thing that you want to avoid is too many names or subplots. Keep the blurb centered around your main character. We don't need to know all the names of their family members and friends. Use generic terms like sister, father, love interest, etc. Potential readers can't absorb an entire cast list, and they're not going to care about any side quests ahead of time. Stick to the main points and move on. And if you don't know how to do it, use this template. Ready? Character wants goal, but obstacle could cost consequence. Did you get that? Character wants goal, but obstacle could cost consequence. Okay, now let's talk about some technical tips that will help you polish up your blurb. Know what's best for your genre. You're not going to write a suspenseful, mysterious blurb for a cozy romantic comedy, and you're not going to go soft and sweet for a thriller. Make sure the tone of your voicing matches the expectations for your genre. Don't forget to check out the blurbs of books within the genre that you're writing. And if you haven't read the blurb from some of your favorite books in a while, go look at them again. See how your favorite authors tailored their blurbs to entice their readers and pique interest in their story. The length of your blurb also depends on the genre of your book. Most novels have a sweet spot between 150 to 200 words, so try to keep your blurb to 2 to 3 short paragraphs, with each paragraph being about 2 to 4 sentences each. Remember, the younger the audience, the shorter and punchier the blurb. If you're writing young adult fiction, think 120 to 180 words. Middle grade, 80 to 150 words. And children's literature, 40 to 100 words. Something else to keep in mind is the voicing and phrasing of your blurb. A good rule of thumb is to write your blurb in third person, even if your story is written from some other point of view. This will help keep your blurb sounding clear and concise. And be sure to use active voice. That means avoiding all of the being verbs like am, is, are, were, was, be, being, been. Change sentences like she is forced to decide to she must decide. Keep your reader in the moment and in the action. Now that we've hit most of the important points, let's summarize. What does your blurb actually need? It needs a strong opening hook, tension without spoilers, main character introductions only, clear goals and stakes, remember the formula, genre promise, and rhythm and readability. And if you want to add one more thing to your blurb, try a closing hook or a call to action. It's a lot like me asking you to subscribe to my channel before closing out of this video. So if you learned something new or you found something helpful, be sure to subscribe to my channel, where I'll be sharing everything I've learned along the way to becoming a self-published author. Now what are you waiting for? Go write that blurb. Happy writing.